It's the right meal. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference when you eat and it's not that right meal, but when you get that
That's right.
right meal, yeah, yeah. The best meals are the one. What's the best meal? The one you anticipate, or the one that comes out of nowhere?
It's the one that comes out of nowhere because it's always a story that you tell afterwards to people. Like, man, you wouldn't believe what I just had. You wouldn't even know.
And it's probably free.
Yeah.
That come
9
out of
times
nowhere.
out of 10. That's where it starts. It's like, man, I was hungry as hell. Called up my partner. They said they had a plate over there. And
No doubt.
I'm walking
No
out
doubt.
somewhere.
No doubt. Man, this crazy story, right? I fell in love. Oh, as always, Lefty Podcast. It's my boy, Malik Zaire. You see, I got my hat broke off. I'm on my Will Smith today. I'm on my gangster today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and rep today. I'm on my gangster. Yo, man, thank you guys. You guys loved yesterday's episode. The numbers are crazy. You stuck through. The watch time is, man,
almost 3 hours. That's crazy.
One of the best watch times we've ever had for a video. And the comments we had, man, people on both sides supporting. It was great. That's why we do the show. That's why we do the show. We spin it different. We want to support. But no, look, man, I was at, and this is crazy, right? So my cousins and I, we were pallbearers at my great aunt's funeral.
Oh man!
Right, and all of us are from the South Side, and her services happen to be on the West Side of Chicago, like the Northwest side. Mm-hmm. So when you're out south, you're rarely in that area,
right?
But like when you're in Chicago, you know a spot to go to eat in every area of the city. Like
right.
You happen to get caught over there doing something, this spot to go to.
Yeah.
So it was like evening services, so we didn't have to go to the cemetery until the morning. Right? Okay. So we were done. Once services were done, it was still like quick services, still like 8:00. And they're like, man, we're hungry. And I'm like, yo, I know a spot. A spot. And so they're like, all right. I was like, dude, they got rib eye tacos. I was like, the greatest thing you will ever taste in your life.
Rib eye tacos?
Rib eye tacos. You come up, I got you, bro.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get some rib eye tacos.
No. So I'll never forget, we walk in the spot. So my brother speaks semi-fluent Spanish.
Okay.
Right?
What's that constitute though?
Like if he knows Spanish, but it's not like all the way there.
He knows a couple phrases. He
knows more than a couple of phrases. Okay. It's like he can fully understand it, but still like trying to remember, like, oh man, how do I want to respond? That's the thing. Okay. Like, so we go in there and they know me. So I'm like, yo, what's up? I tell them what, because it's authentic. I tell them what I want. They pretty much know what I want. Like, you want 3 ribeye tacos. Yep. Cool. So my brother goes in and he's talking in Spanish. And I see them pulling out like extra spices and stuff. And I'm like, dog, well, hold on. Wait a minute.
What'd you get?
I'm like, yo. And he's like, man, you just got to know what to tell them to put on there. But needless to say, I got 3. The rest of them was me, my brother, and my 2 cousins. Because they were skeptical about the spot, they got 2. Right? They were like, all right, we'll grab a couple. Right? So we're jumping right in the car driving back south. We get a block away from the back seat. My cousin's like, hey, man, you got to turn around. I'm like, what? Man, you got to turn around. I got to get some more.
Yeah, I can't leave with 2, man.
I'm like, I told you. They were fired. You should have just listened to me.
You said we can't leave with 2. That's not good.
My cousin comes back out with a dozen.
A dozen?
He bought dinner for his whole family, bro.
Oh Jesus.
A dozen. But those are the type of meals like that come out of nowhere that are like just end up being the best. We're talking about physicality today. Physicality, man. And Deland McCullough met with the media today. We'll get to some of his comments on his running backs. But, man, Tremaine Dumel, our bro, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for this super chat.
Absolutely.
Where does it come from? Like, you played on one of what can be considered one of the most physical teams probably during the BK era. Does that fall on the players? Is it a mixture, or does that flow downhill? Does it come from the head coach, his mindset? When you're talking about being a physical team?
Well, in my experience, I think it came from the team itself. I mean, we were just a super competitive group within ourselves, and we were super tight on the video game to any type of competition we had to everything super competitive off the field that gave us all that good feeling like, okay, if we doing this, then I know the next team is in trouble. And the vibe of the team, I mean, we were so much closer because of that. And, you know, in the summer where it's just us on campus, I mean, we were finding everything to be competitive on basketball, going to the mall, doing all type of stuff. So that really played into a really good relationship we had with each other. So when it came to football and when we're doing, you know, competitive runs or, you know, competition type style stuff, we were very much so connected on that aspect. So it made the feel of practice, like I said all the time, coming out of that fall camp before we played Texas, we all thought we was going to win the whole thing. Like every offense and defense was talking about it. We talking about getting our ring size. I mean, we were very much in tune together. And it showed, you know, and it showed coming out in that first game. So for us, the competition definitely was team driven. And then it was supported by the coaches. I mean, like that 2015 16 team, even the 14-15 team, you didn't have to tell us nothing to really be competitive. So I think recruiting, maybe, if you got to say what was the coach's part, it was probably the recruiting of the guys of our class that was really competitive with the 2012 class. That I think that the 2012 class really changed kind of the, all right, we can do this all the time because we got good players.
Right.
And then we were super competitive with them. And then our two classes were just kind of like the catalyst. So I guess you could say the recruiting from the coaches that put us together played a part, but the team at that point was super back and forth for sure.
It's funny you mentioned that. I go back to Marcus Freeman after the first spring practice where he talked about forming an identity with this team.
I kind of told him this today in the team meeting, is that I have a vision and identity I want for our team, and that's to be a team that can run the ball and stop the run, right? I believe in our O-line and our D-line being the foundation of our team. And so I'm excited to see if that can become our identity. That's my vision. I also want to see a team that's aggressive. You know, that's one of our mantras, challenge everything. What does that mean? It means be aggressive. Do not play timid. Do not play scared. Think outside the box, offensively and defensively, schematically. Be okay with taking chances.
And that within itself, when you hear that, we came back the next day on our show and we were like, oh, they running the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yo, and they're running the ball. Like,
and a lot of that too came from the fact that we knew also we had Jalen Smith. We was like, okay, there's no linebacker better than him. We see him every day. Okay, boom. We had Ronnie Stanley. Well, Ronnie Stanley is supposed to be first round pick. And he's pretty good. We got young Q, who was like, okay, we don't have to worry about the O-line because we knew that Stan was who he was. We just came off of a Zach Martin and all them type of first rounds. So, and then we could run the ball really well. So it was like, if worst comes to worst, team's gonna have a hard time tackling us.
Right. Right.
So we knew we had a fail safe as that part of our offense, and then I could throw. So it just added to like when Will started coming in there with it, it was just like, okay, we know we're unfair to beat. And then the defense was just high energy. You got Jalen, you got Max back there, you got Devin Butler, you got Kivari. So, they're talking stuff. Then you got Sheldon and Jerry Tillery at that time when Jerry first came. So he was big, Right. So now offensive line and defensive line, I mean, those are a battle of the Titans. You know what I mean? So when you got that physicality and aggression up front, it makes practices a lot more fun because our scrimmages, I mean, that was like the dream team practices. I wish we could have had more tape.
Right.
Because that's the classic where Sheldon threw Mike McGlinchey all the way out the circle, the first rep, that thing, and that Sheldon was famous for at that time. But those are two NFL guys right there, and that's just the type of intensity we was having. So Marcus Freeman is absolutely right. If you got that right aggression and you battling, you physical, man, the team is going to fall in love with the finesse that comes after.
Lefty Podcast, as always, featuring and brought to you by Honora Whiskey. Go to honorawhiskey.com. It's that premium American whiskey, honorawhiskey.com. And if indeed you do drink, make sure that you drink responsibly. Now, it's amazing because we'll get to the running backs, and that's what we pointed out yesterday. Like, yeah, we're straight. Like, offensive line, we're straight. And it's the best thing. It's the best thing that could ever happen for a first-time starting quarterback. It doesn't matter who wins.
Offensive line is secure.
Absolutely. And I know you wanted 12 to get more experience. You wanted Tyler Buckner to get more experience last year.
Because this will be a perfect time if he had some games under his belt.
That's true. Now, that's true. Especially if they had let him run against that gauntlet at the end of the season where the defenses were terrible.
Yeah, played against Virginia. He should have played the whole half. Give him a half against Virginia. Not Virginia Tech, Virginia.
Right. Well, no, he pretty much
he played all
the quarter. Virginia Tech, he played the second quarter into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Well, he played a good amount. He wasn't able to adjust to the adjustments.
Right.
Once Virginia Tech adjusted to him, he didn't play well. He made a few mistakes. Jack Cohn came back in, and they came back and got the win. But you're right. I wish he did have more game experience walking into the horseshoe behind this offensive line.
Right.
But even without that, I feel comfortable with this game because I don't think Ohio State is as physical as they used to be.
No.
Under Ryan Day. I don't.
And we saw that in that Michigan game. Even Utah. Even the Utah game.
Yeah.
Utah was kicking him in the teeth. And it was rare because you're like, man, Ohio State usually more stout on a down-to-down basis. Like, you just not gashing him for 5 or 6 yards, first, second down, up the middle. Like, so they're becoming a lot softer up front. Maybe that's just because they're recruiting all these fast kids and it's, maybe it's more of a 7-on-7 league they're looking for because an offensive juggernaut they put together is a straight 7-on-7 all-star team. And then that could be an advantage for us considering I think we're tougher than them up front going into the game, even though it's early. With Harry Heaston, I just automatically assume we're tougher.
You get that feeling, right? Vibe, like, oh yeah, we're more physical.
Yeah,
just when he showed up.
We're more physical than them because I don't think that just because of the challenge that Heaston presents his guys just on a day-to-day basis, there's not too many defensive offensive lines that are competing with that consistently. So when they get into a game, they're not seeing something that's like beyond what he stands yelling at them about to fix or to do anyway.
Yeah.
So that's just such an advantage.
Yeah. We got a question for you, man. Jay Golden 44, thank you for tapping in. How much of a difference would it be if Buckner started all of last year?
Oh man, I think that all the stuff that we're probably frustrated with these first 5 games would have been nothing to talk about if he did last year. So I believe these first 5 games we're gonna be super frustrated because he's trying to figure it out. There may be some real sloppy wins, maybe a loss in there or something.
Yeah.
And then we'll circle back and be like, man, he should have played more. Because it's like, I feel like that'll be the obvious thing. The first couple of times he's out there is like, okay, you can tell he's got some potential, but he just needs some more reps in there. I think he's more of that style. I don't, as opposed to like a Caleb, you throw him in there right now, he gonna play at least 3 quarters good enough for you.
Right.
So I do think that the learning curve for Tyler is gonna unfortunately happen faster than probably what he wanted because we're the schedule. We're playing Ohio State first. We got some tough games. So by the second game, after that first lake of fire that he has to run through, he should be fine on a getting comfortable status.
Yeah, I got Rushman 18. He had a limited playbook to play with. RPO is a straight handoff. I'm excited to see him play without an unlimited playbook. Well, that unlimited playbook is going to be severely handoff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how wide open the passing game is going to be early on.
Because we're running it with bad looks. I'm telling you, we're going to run it with 8 people in there. We might even run it with 9 people in there. And then we're going to have Michael Mayer leak out the side one time. Psh, that's the game plan.
Yeah. Because like you said,
anybody in America, you can't lose with that. You can't
Utah basically lined up for the first 2 quarters, and Ohio State could do nothing.
Couldn't do nothing.
Nothing. Play action, big plays all over the field.
All day.
I will say this. Offensively, not defensively, because defensively they came out and played better.
Yeah. I
just think Utah didn't execute the same way. It's hard to execute that way for 4. They were almost flawless.
It was too good.
Yeah. So it was hard to keep up. And when they came back to the pack, Ryan Davis,
just take over.
That talent on the offensive side was just able to, oh man.
One dude had 300 yards as a receiver. Like, come on, bro.
Utah was down the top 2 DBs going into the game, and then they had 2 DBs get hurt during the game. So at that point, it was almost like trying to put your finger in a dam, and eventually.
But we got that, so we not worried about that. Yeah, we not.
No. Good. No, that's why. Going back to what Coach Freeman said, what his vision is you have to understand. Coach Freeman knows what it's going to take to walk into that stadium week 1 and get a dub for Notre Dame. He knows.
Yeah. And they look good now.
He knows. And that's why he's setting it up like, yo, this is my vision.
Yeah.
And if my vision can come to pass,
we can beat them.
We can walk in and beat them.
Because we got depth, like you said, Brandon Joseph's impact can hit the first 2 waves of groups. That's a nice 8 DBs rotating in there, maybe 7 because Cam gonna be in there both times.
Yeah.
That's fresh. That's a lot of bodies that you got to run behind and run around and all game. Yeah, we like that. I like that. You can get 7, 8 bodies out there in secondary. We're going to have some success.
Oh, absolutely.
We want Ohio State to feel like they can run.
Man, Matt B, thank you for tapping in. We will see some 2 tight end sets and a lot of running. Buckner will try to burn the back end occasionally to build. You know what? And I think a lot of times when people hear we're going to hand the ball off, they think we're going like 2 tight ends all the time. Look, I remember when I went and watched that Virginia game. Let me tell you why I watched that. Despite what happened to you, bro, that was going to be a catapult game, right?
Oh yeah, because
you guys came out against Texas and just punched Texas in the mouth. Like it was never in doubt. that was the game where, if I can be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and say you guys didn't take them serious.
No, we definitely did take
But thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest.
Well, we did whatever we wanted out there.
You didn't come out with the same energy you came out with in week 1. But what you guys had was that extra gear that championship teams have.
Yeah.
And it was like Virginia was right there, and it was like you could feel the momentum. You all getting ready. The injury just happened because you all about to put up 7 right there.
Yeah, we just went all the way. Yeah, it was because we just had the wheel touchdown. One play,
the ball right back. Defense gave you the ball.
We went right back down there.
Driving right back down the field.
We were about to blow them out, honestly.
Yeah, it would have been a blowout.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
It definitely would have been a blowout. And that would have been the game like, we good.
Nobody
messed with us. Exactly. And so to see that and have that type of attitude in that game, you guys had 3 wide receivers and were running the ball. It wasn't like you all went 2 tight ends.
No.
It's like
we had everybody was catching it at that point. Torrey caught one, exactly. Chris Brown, Will, Amir.
Exactly.
I mean, we had the ball. That was a well balanced, but that's how they can be this year.
And I want to tap in. I got Donnie Cruz. Because he said if Freeman is preaching pushing each other and being innovative, I don't think we'll be just handing the ball off in simple play actions. We're talking about percentages. They're running the ball more than they're passing.
Oh, for sure. We're probably 70-30. Let's not say 70-30. I'll say like 65, 65.
I wouldn't even go that much. Maybe I would say like 58-42, maybe 55-45, something like that.
It's going to be more than 50. Okay, I can live.
Tyler's going to progress as the season goes on.
It'll be more passes towards the end than it is.
Absolutely. But you can be innovative and still be a running team. That's the point.
Yeah.
You can be innovative.
Look at Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
Find ways to run that ball.
Great point. From different formations. You can be 4 wide, and this dude is still pulling the back end tackle. You know what I'm saying? Up at Green Bay.
In the middle of the game, second quarter. Exactly. Really heating up. We heating up.
So be aggressive. Let's come with some trick plays. Let's come with some reverses. Let's throw the ball deep. Yeah.
Because we don't have a standalone necessarily offense where it's like, okay. I mean, Michael Mayer, but it's not like we got to have like a Jackson Enigma where it's like, okay, he needs to touch that thing about 10 times on straight, 5 and out, 10 and in, post, corner, whatever.
Yeah.
We got the offense where Lorenzo Styles, is he a real receiver? Yeah. But does he look better running sweeps and jets and handoffs and, deep outside? He can do a lot of different. He has a body type. Him and Avery Davis, we got body types to do different stuff with the football. So this is definitely a year where Tommy can be more creative on that sense. Because how's the defense going to come out and face us? They can't straight up and be like, okay, we got to worry about Braden Lindsey, and then we got to put somebody over the top, and then double or bracket Michael Mayer. Well, we can run. We can get some guys on the outside, Chris Tyree or something. We could try to get you deep with a Lindsey maybe, So there's many different ways we can attack it, it would just be a disadvantage if we're giving the ball to one guy. If Chris Tyree got all the carries and then Michael Mayer. 5 or 6 different guys got to show up each and every game for us.
Yeah.
Offensively.
Yeah, interesting question. Do you think they'll let them call audibles? No, see, did you call audibles?
Yeah.
Your first game as a starter?
We had a lot of stuff available to us. Maybe too much available just because it had a lot of stupid ass penalties, like coming out of timeouts, getting, delayed games and stuff. So,
but that's typical Notre Dame stuff right there.
Yeah, so he gonna have some chat.
Last year, Jack Cohn would be like, dude, it's like 15 seconds on the clock. Give me the play.
Oh, that's classic. You're gonna do that as a Notre Dame quarterback. Yeah. It don't matter who the coach is, coordinator. No, you gonna be. Come on now, we about to call a timeout first quarter because you take it.
Right. Midway through the second quarter, Notre Dame.
They be having so much to talk about. So much. It's like, yeah, we should do this. Wait. Who's in the game? Wait. What down is it? And man, so Tommy being the one voice and dealing with it as a player. Hopefully, he don't make that same mistake.
Shout out to my boy Mario Dunlap up there in the Bend. Next time I'm up there, I should be up there next week for another practice. Me and you grabbing dinner, bro. We go back. He knows me when I was like yay hot, bro. That's my guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's from the Chi. It's my boy Mario Dunlap. Tell the family I said what's up. Lilo Galante. Prince right now he's probably in the 230 range. But you know how guys carry weight differently. He's just a thick dude, man. Wide shoulders, his frame. I think before his time is done, 240, 245 might be the ceiling for his weight. I don't know if I even want the way the game is now. I don't even know if I want him to get that big. Because he's really good in coverage. Aggressive against the run, playing downhill, not really thinking. He's in a good space. And you'll definitely see him in a rotation a lot if he doesn't win the starting job.
Right.
Going into the season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that first group of linebackers for Ohio State, considering we have enough versatility and range, in that front seven.
Excuse me. Man, you guys excuse me. That was horrible. Jason Greenberg, not loving what I'm hearing about Dante Moore. Apparently it's not going as well as hoped. Jason, I don't understand I don't know what you're hearing. It's like, what are you hearing, man? Maybe you have a source that we don't have. I don't know what to say. Let's see. His source might be better than. Hey, you still got that 248 number?
Who, me?
Yeah, you still got that area code 248 number? You still got it?
Yeah, I think so.
You still got it?
At 248 number?
Yeah. My sources, nothing's changed.
No, yeah.
Now, I don't know what source everybody else has. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
number still active. I'll tell you that.
Right. Just making sure you're not blocked or something.
No, it didn't turn to green. It's still blue. It says delivered.
Yo, relax, man. Relax. You know why people are nervous, dude? You know why people are nervous? Because our boy, Carnell, and Dante on April the 2nd are going to be going to Columbus together. Right? So now everybody's getting nervous.
Ohio State's a great place to visit, man. Great place.
My favorite trip of all time. When I was at the University of Illinois, Michigan State and Ohio State. Best two visits.
Yeah.
During the game week.
Michigan State are fun as hell too, man. Man.
Best two.
Hey, I don't blame. They should go.
Huh?
I don't blame Dante and Carnell for going because we went when I was at Notre Dame. I was Michigan State, so it's like, listen, go because you ain't gonna have the same fun.
No,
at school, but that's all. But you go for different reasons.
Yeah. doesn't change anything.
Well, it don't change nothing. But listen, go up there because you're gonna have a great time. What do you mean?
Cardell just came back from Athens.
He had to check the routing number, see if that was working one time.
Athens ain't no issue, man. You hear me? Posted pictures on his IG yesterday. Told all the dog fans, get at me.
That's the nature of it, man.
Athens ain't getting that action, dude. Like, stop. I try to tell people, man, stop being moved by news and visits and relax. Just relax. Let things play out. Get you a date. We have the pool going. Still, what day do you think the announcement will be made? Pick a day, you get a prize. I'm still holding on to halftime of the blue and gold game. I'm still holding on to it.
That's a great. I like the beginning.
That'll be dope.
You know what I would think? He'll run out of the tunnel with the team when they come out for the spring game. You'd be like, "Who is that nut?
Who is that with the afro?
Come out in the back. I'm committed."
And then he turns around like, "And I got somebody with me."
Yeah.
Yee! Lucky Lefty Podcast. Oh man. Like Jason said, this staff just can't close. There's more news. It's upsetting. I don't know what's upsetting.
Yeah, we've been winning this whole time since he got in the office. We've literally been on a climb, on the ascending climb where Marcus Freeman stepped into the building, especially where it comes to recruiting.
He said they are botching the visit, apparently. According to who? According to who? According to who? Botching what? Man, dude, you've been on a visit. How do you botch a visit?
Ways to botch a visit. Man.
He's like, look, trust me. Do you have the 248 number in your phone? I'm not trusting you more than I trust this dude right here. Like, I'm not.
I mean, he could be fooling me, but
there is no one more inside the Dante Moore situation than this quarterback right here. No one. I don't care what publication they write for. I don't care. No one.
We're going to be all right. But, you know, I definitely think that all recruits should take their visits, but, you know, you can't really mess up a Notre Dame visit because everybody knows what it's there for. You just go in there to get the logistics and
that's like
highlight cut-ups and stuff.
I promise you didn't ruin our vibe because our vibe on Dante Moore has been the same since December. Since December. Like, you can't ruin our vibe at LL Nation. We're trying to get you to relax. Relax. Like, the staff, don't get upset at the staff. The staff has the number one recruiting class right now. And ultimately, it's that young man's decision. It's not on the staff. The staff can do everything within their power. It's that young man's decision. Period.
That's it.
Period. The staff wanted Jackson Arnold, and Jackson Arnold refused to wait. Period. That's his decision.
Yeah.
They did everything to be at the top of Jackson Arnold's list. They were just honest and were like, yo, we're going to wait on D. And if you're willing to wait, and so be it. And Jackson Arnold said, you know what? I'm not willing to wait.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and pull the trigger.
We're going to find out. I'm excited, though. I think sealing that number one class is That projects a lot of wins in the future for Notre Dame, especially with that right piece at quarterback.
Oh man. And I saw some Ohio State site talking about things are looking up. Like, bro, Dante Moore is not going to Ohio State, man.
They're pretty deep right now, too. Like, we're literally not even that deep. I mean, how did Angeli look when you was up there?
Biggest quarterback we got. Just a big kid, big strapping.
Really?
Kid. Yeah, big strapping kid. Moves a little bit better than you thought.
Like a Ben Roethlisberger type.
Yeah, he's a big kid, man. Good arm. Made some good throws. That's the type of kid that messes around. And if he really applies himself, he comes in the spring camp next year and you're like, oh, okay. And then you get
so he's definitely turning some heads first couple practice.
And then he comes in and you start seeing him and you're like, okay. And then all of a sudden you get the word that Drew Pine has hit the portal and you're like, okay, I understand.
No, Pine not hit no portal.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, Angeli.
If TB starts and you get coming in as a freshman and you already got Angeli as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, TV got a lot on his plate too. His ass better go out there and
all I'm saying is
do what it do.
The quarterback room is about to be nicely crowded.
Yeah, I'm glad it's about to be warm in there.
And, hey man, y'all lay off of Jason in the chat, man. He's just he's just spitting what he's heard, man. So everybody relax and let it play out. It couldn't go that bad. He woke up and stayed. He's here for a second day. Like, I don't know too many recruits that stay on a bad visit for 2 days.
Nah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not worried about it.
No, not worried about it, man. Yeah, there's no sweat off my back. It's like, yo, if he at the last minute, if he decides to go somewhere else, at this moment, I'm feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Your face and reaction just told it all. Man, let's go to running back coach Deland McCullough, man. He met with the media today, and he just talked about the makeup of the running back room and how he loves what he has.
I've been surprised by it. It's been a welcome situation as far as these guys studying on their own. Just the intellect of the guys, their attention to detail, their hunger to be, the best running back group in the nation. And that's one of our goals as we go out here every day. Staying stagnant, being average is not acceptable at this school. It's not acceptable from the running backs that I coach. So these guys have embraced that, and it's been some really positive things happening out there.
Being average is unacceptable at this school. He had me right there.
I like how he was talking.
Yeah. You can't be average, dog. Not in this school. No.
I wonder who he's gonna put out there though. Like what the rotation's gonna be, because that's gonna be a hard decision. Because you already know all of them wanna play, can play.
Tyree's gonna be the main guy, right, to start the season.
I don't know. Because man got to do what? Not read options with Tyler.
Well, see,
like what's your base offense? Because it can't be no inside runs with no Chris Tyree.
What you got?
Ain't no way in the world.
Why can't Chris Tyree run inside, man?
Why would you do that when you got Audric Estime? I think Audric Estime should roll out there first. Chris Tyree is more a utility player. Because is he a down to down like Audric Estime? You got two way different backs. I feel good Audric Estime behind that offensive line with TV against Ohio State's front seven. At least I know we moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Tyree, might get a little arm tackle or something, and you second and 12 with the horseshoe rocking. The horseshoe rocking. Now you forcing Michael Mayer down the middle or something, But when you got Audric Estime, it's like we're running left, we're gonna get our first 3 yards and get the energy going, and then I throw a fly sweep or something to Chris Tyree.
All right. He also went on to talk about the dude that's really taking spring camp by storm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Kid is different. Who was that? Wasn't that 2 Chainz, a.k.a. Titty Boy?
Yeah, I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different. Yeah. That should be the theme song for Jadarian Price when he steps into the field for the first time. Here's his coach talking about him.
I'm very high on him. I mean, I remember, when talking with JD maybe a little bit before spring break, really challenged him as far as continuing to gain weight, continuing just to embrace the smaller details of playing football. I always remind him probably every couple of times he go out there, I say, hey, this is major college football, man. Just reminding him, you ain't high school no more. This is for real. And he came back after spring break. He had gained weight. I've been really impressed with his strength, his burst, his just demeanor. He's tougher than what his body may look like. And he's up to close to 195 pounds. So after the first football school that we did, I told all the coaches, I said, oh, he's legit. So again, to go along with the other guys we have, has been something that I've been pretty excited about.
Yeah, he's legit. Ooh.
Yep. Yes, sir.
He said, I told the guys, he's legit. Yeah. You don't say that about no guy, even that you like.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You saying that because it's true.
Yeah.
And if he's legit and you talking about it, and that's just the guy that's added to the group, I can only imagine what we're getting. But I do think now, and it's even more important now, how you going to get these carries the right way? We know the running back room got to eat up 55% of whatever happens on offense on a game-to-game basis. What are you going to fill it in with? How many other running backs you going to lead with? And I think we can really give teams problems just in our running game with a couple of passes here and there. I really, you want Tyler Buckner to develop. I think he should develop from a mental comfortability standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Take some big shots when he's called upon. But other than that, support those running backs. Man. Even get out there and block a couple times. Don't be having no shame in it.
I wonder if they're going to be doing like college football parlays, like you can on these apps, like 8 legs, 6 legs for the college football season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm definitely going to take total yards rushing as a leg for Notre Dame each week.
150 plus. Like, 150 plus.
Yeah. Like whatever. They need to reach 130. I'm taking it.
I'm taking it every time.
Kendrick Heath says, do you see Price getting some carries this year?
See, that's the thing, man. It just depends because with all the guys we got that are very capable, Josh Adams got his first carry due to injury. Was he going to get that touchdown if we didn't have injury? Who knows? And that's what makes the season. I hope he gets some carries. But, it would just be hard to force him in there when everybody else is eating. You know what I mean? So there's only one football on the team on the field at one time. And with a young quarterback, I know they're going to run it a lot, but hopefully he's one of those guys.
Oh, man. I just felt good, man, because it lined up. Hearing it from him lined up with what I saw at practice.
All at practice, you saw him just.
Oh, I was like, oh, snap. You know how it's a skill, right? To see the hole, anticipate the hole. But then it's one thing to get through the hole.
Oh, he's running through holes.
Yeah, his acceleration. That's why I keep saying, like, he has another gear that's like crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then the hole is like, because I'm watching from the backside off to the left. If you're looking from behind the defensive line, from where I'm sitting, the hole is like,
He's getting through.
He's getting through that bad fella. It's like he's not one of these backs where you have to give him perfect blocking.
Mm.
If he sees,
you don't have a lot of good blocking though. Messing with us.
If he gets a crease, just a crease.
Is he the one? Is he the one of the backs that has the breakaway speed? I don't think.
Oh yeah.
Because we haven't had that in a while either.
Nah.
Breakaway speed.
No, if he gets in the clear,
like Chris Johnson breakaway speed.
I don't know if he's as fast as Tyree.
Chris Tyree got some breakaway speed on special teams. I seen him get out of Wisconsin. He get out.
Yeah, but then the fact his impact is going to be. I think he's going to be. From what I watched post practice, I think he will be paired with Chris Tyree on kickoffs. I think it will be him and Price back on kickoffs because he was catching punts. He was practicing with the guys that were catching punts.
And you usually put your really good freshman on the kickoff or punt return.
Yeah.
If you really like him and they call him legit, he's going to be on one of those.
Yeah. It's like, man, the 4 guys that were back there catching punts were Brandon Joseph, Jaden Mickey, Jadarian Price. You had 2 freshmen. And then Matt Salerno. Look, man, we can retire Matt Salerno. Like, thank you.
Man, can you believe he was out there for the Fiesta Bowl catching punts, man?
Look.
Well, we got Chris Tyree, Lorenzo. We got
all being fair catch you. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm over that. We need to graduate to something else.
We have the stand-ins. We do it. We treat that like it's like the glory position that you can sign up for on canvas. Come be a Notre Dame field returner.
Yeah.
Like we don't take it seriously or something. We raffle it off to the student body.
Right.
Who want to come catch punts in real games for Notre Dame? Fair catches, though. He ain't returning nothing.
So he also was asked about the offense and what he's seen from Tommy Rees. And this is what he had to say. Deland McCullough.
At the end of the day, we want all the coaches to be experts at what they do. And one thing is very clear to me is that Tommy Rees knows quarterback play at a very high level and knows a system that he wants to see here and how it can thrive. The thing that I've been, impressed with as well is just how he continues. He's continuing to grow in his position. He's open to ideas. I send him some things like, hey, check this out or check that out. And shoot, he said, hey, let's do it. Let's put it out there. So, as any coach, you want to continue to grow. You never got all the answers. I know I don't. I've learned a whole lot of things there too. But Coach Rees, man, that guy's that's a good dude. I like him.
We'll see how long that lasts. When our ass putting up 14 points in the game or some shit. Yeah, we go out there and give him one of them 60 pass performances, and then I want to interview Deland McCullough and be like, "What happened, man?"
Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you.
That's so funny. You got Tyler Buckner in the chat on your head. You disrespect the TV out here, Shaun.
Yeah, look.
You like the LeBron hater, Skip Bayless. You like Skip and Shaun. That's funny.
So going back to what we wanted the theme of the show to be today is that you, as a Notre Dame fan, more than anything, are going to be proud of the physicality that this team brings to the field each and every week.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the basis and the foundation of this program. Physicality, both sides of the ball. Sprinkle in very special screen poppers. And now you have a squad.
Yeah.
Now you have a squad.
And it starts up front.
I think, honestly, you can't beat the two teams up top unless you're physical.
Yeah.
You can't.
And that was clearly displayed by the two teams playing each other.
Yo, that championship game was totally different.
That was not a college football game. That wasn't no.
That was I didn't see a game like that in college football all year.
All year. Just on a play-to-play.
Physical
no.
Yeah. So
like when Cincinnati was going against Alabama, it looked totally different. Like Cincinnati's just like, we not matching Evan Neal every play.
And see, that's the thing. When you go into a game against those two teams and you have to try and figure out a way to scheme, you already lost.
You already lost because you're not about to out more physical.
You have to have some way to compete physically.
Yeah, because if you don't, you just don't have a. By that third quarter, they get to smacking you off the sideline, and it get ugly too fast.
Dude. Like that 2012 championship game got ugly real quick.
Oh, because we ran out of steam after we started.
They ran Eddie Lacy on that first play, and we hit that dude for a 2-yard loss, and I was talking trash in my living room, like, "Oh yeah, it's on."
Yeah. But then they kept handing it to him, and he just kept running it. And they like, ooh, them thugs start being like, let me just take the side this time.
Right. I'm like, I've never seen anybody move Lewis Nix like that. Like, wait a minute.
Man, Chance Warmack and them big, where do you even get them guys from?
Barrett Jones. And
these dudes was mean.
Just mean.
Yeah, they was way mean. And we had to it, some big guys. But man, them boys was mean. All of them.
Yeah.
And they ran mean. And then they had Amari Cooper out there just one-on-one all day.
Just play action all day.
Just doop, 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 doop. Yeah, Manti wanted no smoke that game. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Man, I tried to save Jason. He's trying to double down. LL Nation, go ahead, man. Y'all want to get him? Get him. I try to bring peace.
They got the TV account going wild on Shaun, man.
What'd you say?
They got the TV account going wild on you, Shaun.
The TV account. Look, man, I speak truth, right? Look, man, because look, I read about 3 pieces from this weekend where people were like, oh my God, Tyler Buckner is clearly the better quarterback. His arm, he made throws. I'm like, bruh, he had at least 3 passes that should have been picked off.
That should have, like, if they was looking the right way.
They don't mention that. They don't mention that. Like 3 passes that he felt like he could get in there, that he had no business throwing, that should have been picked off. They don't put that in the article. But they want to talk about the ball into tight windows. I'm like, come on, man. Relax. They act like he went out there and put on a clinic. That did not happen.
Oh, it wasn't no teach tape out there.
No. Did he make plays? Yes.
There was some plays made.
But defense made some plays against him too.
So you like upside of Angeli though. Did you see him in any live action?
He really didn't he only had like 4 or 5 plays.
Oh, okay. So it's really between.
He had the most impressive. He had one of the most impressive throws of the day.
So he is more TB and Drew going back and forth.
Yeah, and Lil Palace.
Oh,
Lil Palace got like 4 or 5 snaps.
Lil Palace gonna get in there now.
Yeah,
he the secret Kyle Trask of the group.
The secret Kyle Trask.
It's just, we're gonna be frustrating everybody, and then Lil Paula's gonna roll out there and use that legacy, man.
Yeah.
Go out there and win a couple games.
So Irish Chi-Town with a decent question. We appreciate you for tapping in. If we get Dante, will he beat out Tyler and start as a true freshman?
We haven't had no true freshman start. So I hope, because that's the trend of every great college football team, got that one of them true freshmen rolling out there at some point in the dynasty.
Dr. Karl Marx, one of our guys, he said if Dante doesn't commit, I'm flying out the lucky left and going full Will Smith on you guys. I would try it. I would try it. If you watched the show yesterday, Malik has already told you what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We are not out here Will Smithing people.
Oh, man. I did see that. Man, I'm mad, dude. Can I pick a bone? I love Notre Dame, but I got a bone to pick, bro. Bone to pick. So we were downstairs for the pro day. They moved us upstairs for the practice, right? So we walk up the stairs and we turn the corner. We get to the top of the stairs. We see a bunch of breakfast food, right? So I'm like, oh, snap, dude. I'm like, yo, they laid it out for us. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I start walking towards the table and it says $5. And I'm like, y'all charging us to eat? I'm like, come on, fam. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. And this takes me to, there's nothing, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your son or your daughter to eat good, tell them once they get registered for school, immediately walk to the athletic building and apply for a job. Athletic building. Because nobody eats better. No one on campus eats better than the athletes. There's nothing nothing on that campus better than training table.
The training table.
No, my freshman year, I worked at Memorial Stadium. That 6 o'clock training table, bruh. I've never seen so many grill porterhouses in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Never.
You eat good.
Chicken breast, fish, potato, like everything that could put weight, which goes back to what he was saying about Jadarian Price. Jadarian Price won't have any problem putting on weight, dude.
Yeah, not at school. He gonna eat.
Keep going to training table. That's it. Just keep going to training table. You'll be all good.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Crazy. And I'm pretty sure right now, Notre Dame, they probably have a little spot. You can order your omelets, special order. Dante Moore had a waffle this morning with the ND logo in the middle, the logo in the middle. Look, man, tell your kids, get a job in the athletic building, right? Work with the football team. Sneak in and get that training table each and every day. It's one of the best. Dad, it will change your life. It will change your life. I used to walk out.
I went from 185 to 205 in one semester.
Bro, You went. Said it again.
185 to 205 in one spring.
What were you doing? Well,
Training
like, no, every day. Because I'm sure you had a go-to. I know I had a go-to in college. What was my go-to? Was 2 waffles in the morning. 2 waffles in the morning. Lunch, I would just grab a little something. But then for dinner, I was at the training table. So I would do like steak, chicken. But I had 2 waffles every morning, every day.
We would do workout, then get a protein shake, get a breakfast sandwich. Then you go get you some lunch at before 2. Workout. Not workout, go to practice, training table heavy. So then you eat training table, then you take training table home. Now, a lot of guys do different things after they leave the first training table because it's around like 5 or 6 o'clock. But you eat again at 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock. That's where that other big meal comes in.
So you're doing like 5 a day?
And that's where the weight starts to add up because you eat at that time after training table because you eat good at training table. But then you eat after training table is where you gain the weight because the next day you going back to the shake in the morning. That's a weight gain shake.
Right.
And that's at 6 a.m. So you eating that, boom, with a sandwich, boom. You really eat throughout the whole day. You up. But you snacking. It's a lot. So you're going to gain your weight pretty quick if you greedy.
Right.
But you're going to be hungry because you're working out all day too.
Right. Dude, I'm just now seeing all of this fake Tyler Buckner. I love it.
They called him out. Tyler Buckner not happy with you, Shaun.
Demetrius Rex, don't be starting stuff, man. I said publications, man. I wasn't talking about my IB staff.
Uh-oh.
Come on. You trying to start stuff. I'm not sure.
Demetrius said he reads between the weeds.
Nah, dude. I just did. I will say this. I didn't see. I agree that he was the better quarterback. It wasn't close. Now I agree with that. He had he had impressive deep balls, 2 of them to Lorenzo. Braden just made a great play because he really underthrew Braden. Why does every quarterback on our team underthrow Braden Lindsay, dude? But other than that, he has some good points, good moments, and he had some moments where it's like, come on, man. So if anybody, and I don't think I have to listen back to our post show. I don't think the IB staff was acting like he put on a clinic. Now I know some other people that wrote articles specifically to Athletic that made it seem like that dude was like the next Joe Montana or something. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know what practice you were watching. Like, relax. This was, dude. If I was Brandon Whitbush, Shaun would be singing my praises.
Yeah. That's all. He was the other 12. He be singing his praises. Huh?
Oh, dude. That's funny. Now, see, I know this is not him because this would be a lie. I want us to Toledo. This is just lets me know somebody is acting crazy. I want us the Toledo and VTech games. Put some respect on my name. Is this Jack Cohn posing as Tyler Buckner?
That's Jack Cohn, man.
Oh, dude.
You got all the opportunities now for better games. Go out there and put Ohio State on your notch.
I'm no laughing matter. Keep playing.
He on you, Shaun.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I love LL Nation, man. See, this is why our show is dope, man. It's just different. You don't get this anywhere else.
Mm.
You're not getting this anywhere else, dude. You know what time it is.
Petticoat. Petticoat Junction.
It's time to get petty.
Oh, we did a good job executing.
Are you upset with something?
And fire up the Petticoat Junction train.
I just don't like you.
You don't?
No.
What is today's pettiest story? Petty Junction.
Yep, Petty Junction, each and every day, pettiest stories of the day. Now, bro, this comes from out where you are, man. LAPD, they're actually posing as tourists on the streets of LA trying to catch Uber drivers that are trying to get extra rides on the side. Did you hear about this story, bro?
No, what's that?
LAPD is undercover on the street with luggage and everything, posing, trying to catch Uber drivers, I guess, that have been catching extra rides as taxis. Like they finish a ride, they'll see somebody else that want a ride, and they'll pick them up and tell them, like, man, I'll take you wherever you want to go for $30, $40. And they're actually trying to catch people, man. Like, really? These are the reasons. This is how you use taxpayer money? This is what we're doing.
How is that illegal though?
Because I guess legally ride share and taxi are two different things. If you're a ride share, I don't think you're licensed by the city.
No,
right? You're licensed through
the company,
right? So if you're just randomly picking up, fares on the street.
That's no different than your friend giving you some gas money, though.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like, hey, give me like $10. We slide to the mall or something.
Yeah, man.
That's so. It's like, dang, you telling people they can't do that? That's crazy. That is petty.
The fact that, like I said, man, they're dedicating resources to this, like. Come on, fam. So, look, man, we had fun talking about the elephant in the room yesterday, but I think things have gotten even more petty, dude, because did you see Jim Carrey, man, on TMZ?
Somebody would have sued him for $200 million. Well, we know what you would have did. We knew what he would have did.
I'm like, come on, man. Now, the pettiness is he thought it was whack that everybody in there gave him a standing ovation when he won the award. And I'm like,
he got to do his, he ain't never won.
They supposed to boycott his award now?
People be wanting the worst to happen to you if you mess up. You can't ever make no money ever again. You can never be celebrated ever again. That smack got him celebrated, I'll tell you that.
Yo, that smack sold out 60% of your boy's tour that starts in a couple of days in Philly. He has a world tour. Chris Rock starting. The more I think about this, man, the cynic in me can see Chris Rock chilling at Will Smith's estate 2 days before the Oscar. Like, look, man, I got this world tour coming up, so I know you told me you don't want me to say anything about Jada, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little something. I want you to jump on stage. It's just the cynic in me, dude. Like, it just lines up too perfect. He just happened to have a world tour starting right after the Oscars. It's like really, dude, really.
Is he selling himself out to get smacked like that on TV? Dang. I don't want to be famous, dog.
See that right there? That's that beta stuff you talking about, bro.
No, I want to be famous if that's what I got to do, bro.
Yeah, see, Lilo, look, Lilo just, I think that's true. I saw this somewhere. Tickets starting at $341, bro. That's yo. His tour just went crazy. You know why? Because every stop believes they're going to be the stop that he finally says something about what happened. Everybody's grabbing the ticket like, man, I wonder if he's going to talk about it. I wonder if he has a joke about it. I'm telling you, man. They were chilling at the beach house in Malibu. Him, Diddy, everybody. Diddy had the Ciroc girls at the pool. Like everybody was there. And that cat Rock said, hey, man, do me this favor. I'm introducing this award, and when I come out, at the end, I'm going to crack a joke on Jada. I need you to laugh, pause, then walk up on stage. I'm going to say something as you're walking to me. I want you to smack me. And then when you get to your seat, look me in my face and say, keep your name out your...
Baby.
We're going to make this money. We're going to make this money.
It's a lot going on, man. They don't know what to believe.
And last but not least, on the petty train. Shout out to all these people, man, that are trying to make this Duke North Carolina game more than just a college basketball game. Look, man, relax, dude. Relax. It's the most important college basketball game in the history of college basketball. Relax, man. These teams play twice every year. Every year we go through this North Carolina Duke thing, man. Mm-hmm. Every year. Every year. Big cap to everybody. This is going to be the most watched basketball game. I'm not watching it. I might catch like the second half. I might catch like the second half. But I will say this. I want North Carolina to do the same thing on Saturday that they did for his last home game.
Yeah.
Smack them. just take all the fun out of it. Take all the air out of the balloons. Do all of that. Ruin the party. Send them home. All of it. What about you, bro? Anything else before we let everybody go?
Nah, I think that's it, man. Look, I do think it's funny that they're trying to build it up like it's the game of all games with Duke North Carolina, but Kansas is looking good too. I think that's somebody that they're gonna have to worry about at the end.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on Kansas, man. They have a lot of athletes.
They got a lot of athletes.
They got a lot of athletes. A lot of dudes, 6'5", 6'6", long arms.
They can play defense.
Yeah, if you can force them to shoot, here we go. Our boy Donnie Cruz is I don't know how he's a huge Duke fan up in New York, but he is.
He's a Duke fan.
Lilo Galante, I just put my guy Ryan Roberts up on Portillo's on Saturday.
Yep. The Italian beef and Portillo's.
Italian beef, combo beef, sweet and hot peppers.
The sweet peppers, yep.
Dipped. Got to dip it. Got to have to dip it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and as always, you can follow us also on Apple Podcasts under A2S Network. And, spin it different. Look forward to another edition. See you guys tomorrow around the same time. Hit that like button, share, let everybody know. And hit us up. Instagram, Twitter, at Lefty Pod, at Overtime Malik, at SD2 Mics. From my guy Malik Zaire. We'll talk to you soon.